Is this thing on?
Hello there everybody and welcome to another Infinity Evolved Skyblock on the Seasoned Gamers server with me, TechnoJock. Things are going quite well at the moment. We're not quite there with the Iridium as yet. We've still got a little way to go, not very far. We've got 2 more to go and we're just over 1/5 of the way through that one. So everything's going fine. We are a little bit low on power, but that's because we are feverishly making more machine frames over here. Actually, we've got enough to do what we need to do at the moment, but we'll come to that in a few minutes. You will see over here, I've reworked this a little bit. We haven't got quite to the stage of using that yet, but we do actually have something new here. And this is going to be the second part of our end game power supply, and obviously be able to supply us a raft of soul sand as well. And it's kind of all set up other than actually having sand in here, which we'll sort out one way or another soon, and also we need to get the soul sand out and put it somewhere as well, but that needs some other stuff. This has been rearranged a little bit and it's looking good at the moment, but what I did do was I dropped everything down a bit, and the skeleton spawner is going to go there on top of this white block, and things will be able to go underneath, like that. And also I've set up these conveyor belts rather than the other ones because these ones can't get spawns on them. So we're just going to get the skeletons. And over here we do have the normal conveyor belts that we had before, but we've also got a witch water trap, which I'm not wanting to go into because it'll give me withering. But yeah, the witch water and the conveyor belts will take things along here, and I've just put these ones facing in that way, so because the witch water isn't here, so we want them pushed along and over onto that, so all of them should turn into wither skeletons. That's the plan, but like I say, we're not quite there yet. One more setup as well. I'll just get over land whilst I check this out for you. So we are very close to being able to do our ME controller. I've just noticed something. So the Certus Quartz wrench is what we're working towards. We've got the Galgadorian metal and we're working on the enriched Cenarium alloy. Obviously that's what we were needing to get. So we're nearly there with that, but we haven't really paid very much attention to the other stuff that we need. Now, the Skystone block is pretty easy to do. We can get Skystone and then smelt that up and it just turns into the Skystone blocks. Perfect, easy, we can do that straight away. I have a barrel here ready to go, and all we do is we come over and we grab some of the stuff which we've been getting from the sifting. 2 and 3 and 4, that's all we'll need for this. Yeah, no, I can hear that you're out of power, that's great. And if we just hit like that, much like we've done with some of the other things, then we will just get this Skystone. That's perfect. And one more. Here we go. 4. Done. Done and done. And we'll just smelt that up in the normal way in our induction smelter. Induction furnace even. Yep, perfect. Done. The other thing, which I have just noticed, right, we need Fluix crystals, and we need pure Fluix crystals. I have just noticed. I thought we could get away with the normal ones, but what we need to do is drop a Fluix seed. So we need to get Fluix dust. And Fluix dust is, we just need charged Certus quartz, which we have, that's all fine. Redstone, which we've got, that's fine. And nether quartz. So we'll take that like that, and we just bung this into any water source block. So this one over here is a likely looking subject, and what we'll do is we'll just go that, that, and that in there, and I'll stand back a little bit and crouch so my magnet ring doesn't soak these things up. There we go, and as you can see, it makes double the amount. Honestly, that's just ridiculously loud. So, if we come over here, actually no, we need to grind these up to make the fluic seeds, don't we? So I'm just going to put in one lot of that. We'll save the other one for later because we will be able to do stuff with that. And let's grab ourselves a stack of sand. I need to get some more sand for there. Running out, but that's fine. Is that just going to take its sweet time, is it? Okay, that's fine. The other things that we need are the engineering processors, which, as you can see, require the inscriber. These things are made, the engineering ones, with redstone and a silicon press thing as well, so we're going to need a few of these inscribers. Now I'm only going to need one just now, just to get us started. Easy enough with the sticky pistons, iron ingots, that's no bother. Overclockers we've got plenty of at the moment, and a resonant machine frame. And we need a pure Certus quartz crystal. None of this normal Certus quartz crystals for us, no, just the pure stuff. So what I have got is, I have already got this going a little bit. I found this interesting, that if you're looking through this reservoir you can't see that barrel, which is quite funny. Just mute this, thank you. So yeah, here, honestly, right, let's turn down the game sounds a little bit, I think, because it's just, it's better. I'll turn it back up in a little bit. What I've got is, I've got a transfer node with a world interaction upgrade on it, so that we can pick up these things. We've got some of the pure Certus quartz seeds in here. So, but what I have done is, I have done a filter. I'll cover how this filter is actually made. But this one is an inverted fuzzy filter that ignores metadata and MBT. And then it's got the Certus quartz seed in there. It doesn't matter that it's got the 0.0% because it's fuzzy, so that's fine. So it's inverted, so it doesn't pick up Certus quartz seeds regardless of the percentage that they're done. So if we actually pick up these, and I managed to land, you'll see that these ones are just at 35% done. So I'll pop them back in there and they'll sit in there quite happily. Now they don't despawn, as it says in the tooltip. These ones don't despawn naturally. But I think that the Certus quartz crystals probably do. So whilst these can sit here for as long as they like, when the Certus quartz crystals themselves appear, they probably will despawn. So I don't want to be logged off and then log on 10 minutes after they're done, but the crystals have actually disappeared. So this will pick them up once they're actually done and put them into the iron chest, which is great. So we're going to do the exact same things with the pure crystals for the fluix. So fluix dust with some sand makes the fluix crystal things. Now we're going to need to take this out. Is that doing it? It's doing it with the iron chest as well. Weird. So yeah, we need to take this out of here, and that's immediately going to pick up the Certus quartz seeds, and interestingly it's going to pick them out one at a time. Let's just grab them, take them all out so that we don't have any silliness going on. That's what I was doing. So in this we've got the Certus quartz seeds, and we're going to put in the fluix seeds as well. So it should pick up neither of these. And we'll just go pop them in there, and pop that in there, and that in there, and that should be perfectly okay now. Yep. Yeah. So the way you get these filters, we'll have a look at the recipe. The normal filter itself is just 4 sticks, 4 redstone, and a piece of string. Nothing complicated about that. To make the inverted version of it, you craft this with a redstone torch. To make the fuzzy one, you need a piece of orange dyed wool as well, and to make the one that ignores the metadata just a stick. So you need to do it 3 times. You make one filter, put it together with a redstone torch, take that out, put it together with a stick, take that out, and then put it together with a piece of orange dyed wool. And that makes this thing. And then you can just set it with one of the Certus quartz seeds and one of the Fluix seeds in there, and later on we'll also do the nether quartz seeds as well, and we'll put it in there, and we should be good to go. So that is going to take quite some considerable length of time. It takes something like 16 real hours to actually be able to work through that. So that's why I've got that set up in that manner. I don't need to worry about it now. It can go off and do its own thing. So we're kind of stuck at this point. That's why I've got the 7 resonant machine frames downstairs, because we will need 7 of these to have a fully automatic system. But until we get the pure Certus quartz crystals, there's not an awful lot we can do about that. Yeah, we want 7 of these. Actually, I'm not going to cover it just now. I'll cover it when I go and actually do it. But one of the other things that I wanted to do was for this soul sand setup. Now, I obviously don't want to have to go and put transfer nodes on the bottom of all of these barrels. It would be ridiculously expensive, very time consuming, and a waste to do so. So what I want to do is, rather than pull out of the inventories and push it into a barrel or whatever we're going to use, I wanted to use a thing called a retriever. And not a golden Labrador kind of thing. No, one of these retrieval nodes. There we go. And this, what it'll do is you put this onto the inventory that you're wanting to pull into, and then you can just have the setup that we've got up there. So we need 2 transfer nodes, an ender pearl top and bottom, and an emerald in the middle. But you'll notice this is a QED recipe, and these are from extra utilities. So it's not a crafting table one, it's a QED recipe. And look what I just happen to have already here to go. Ender infused obsidian in the corners, redstone chipset we've done before, resonant machine frame, it does have to be the resonant one, I've Ender, that's all good. These are double layered capacitors, so they're the layer, second tier of capacitors from Ender IO, so it's just the basic ones. A blazing electron tube, which is blaze powder and redstone, just in the same manner as the other electron tubes that we've used. This energetic alloy, which we've had a little bit of in the past, I'm pretty sure, and then that makes the double layer capacitor and 2 of those. Ender infused obsidian, oops, that's not what I wanted to press. Ender infused obsidian is exactly what you would imagine it to be. It's obsidian infused with ender pearls. It gives you 4, so you get 1 ender pearl, makes 4 ender infused obsidian like that. So we'll get this thing. Cool thing about this is the name of it actually changes occasionally. You'll see QED and it says Quantum Entity Device. And we'll have a look again at that in a second, because it's now a Quantum Entanglement Doohickey, which is quite cool. I like that. So this is kind of like the assembly table in a way, because it needs these laser things to power it. Ender flux crystals. Now these are actually quite expensive, as you can see. We've got more of this ender infused obsidian, we've got loads of that stuff, and we've got some basic gates. They're not too difficult to make, just a little bit of a fiddle, but this diamond etched computational matrix is pretty expensive. It needs 4 diamonds, an ender infused obsidian, and some burnt quartz. Burnt quartz is just a block of quartz put through a normal furnace, and that makes you one of these diamond etched computational matrices. So I've made a good few because we are wanting to make this quite quickly, so that's what we want. One thing to note: if you're making the blocks of the fused quartz, be careful when putting it through the alloy smelter. If you're going to use this, put it to furnace mode only, because that one, furnace only, because if you've got it on all smelting or alloys only, it will make fused quartz glass stuff. Let's have a look at this. And the fused quartz. Let's fuse quartz flame. Yeah, this stuff, because it takes 4 nether quartz. So you go, yeah. Instead of actually making the burnt quartz, it'll take 1 block of quartz and make a block of fused quartz instead of the burnt stuff. So just be aware of that. If you're using the likes of the induction furnace or virtually anything else, I think actually, then it's perfectly okay. So we're going to grab 4 of these just now, and I think we'll set this up downstairs nearby our assembly table, because it seems fairly sensible to put that there. I'm going to grab 1 of these, going to grab 2 nodes, and I've only got 1. Of course I've only got 1. Okay, we'll put that back in there, and we'll grab some other stuff when we're over here, because we're going to need 2 ender pearls, 1 for the... No, we're going to need 2 ender pearls for the thing, and we'll grab a spare one so we can make the nodes. That's what we'll do. And I'll grab... What is it for a node? Stone. 2 stone. Right, so need a pipe. We need chest, like that, and need redstone, and that should be us. So like that, like that, like that, and like that. Yes, perfect. And let's grab that. We can put half of these away. And let's go downstairs and get this set up. Now, I know I said that I thought that I'd had my random spawning thing sorted out, but no, I found a skeleton down here earlier on today. So I'm not altogether sure, but it does seem to be confined to downstairs here. It may be somewhere in here that they're spawning, but yeah. Still unsure as to where it possibly could be. Never mind. In any case, let's get this set up. Let's do it here, maybe? Yeah, here would be fine. Pop it down there, and we'll put like that. That should be fine. So let's put our emerald in the middle, with our ender pearls there and our 2 transfer nodes like that, and this will do some swirly particle stuff, and it will go through reasonably quickly with the 4 that we've got. We may not require many more of these until later on, but everything seems to be going okay with it. And in the mean, what kind of storage do we want? Just a normal barrel, I think. A Jabba barrel would be sensible. And then we can B-space that up. I think that's probably how we're going to want to do things, because I want to B-space up the sand barrel as well. So we've got a retrieval node, and we'll get a barrel. Yep, that one will do. And I'm going to grab a job lot of sand from here. Yep, that'll do for the moment. Let's go over here, and I think I want to have this here, like that. And I'm just going to put this like that on the side, and that will now start pulling in from all the places. I'll probably need speed upgrades in that as well, actually, come to think of it. And the reason I've got so many torches up here is because this is so high, this was freezing. So yeah, we've just got a barrel for the sand with a transfer node with a bunch of speed upgrades in it. This is connected all the way over to the tops of these, and then of course we've got just 2 of these liquid transfer nodes again with a bunch of speed upgrades in both. Just put both on because I had two kicking about, and I figured it was a good idea to have it as fast as possible. Although that's not really as fast as possible. But yeah, that's putting all the water in. It's separated out, although I don't think it's strictly necessary to separate these things out, because one's trying to put the solid in from the top, and the other one is trying to put the liquid in from the sides, and they wouldn't interfere with each other. And I've just noticed as well, actually, that I haven't even connected these things up properly. So let's just go finish connecting these up like that. There we go. And it's going to stand here, take our compressed sand and make it into normal sand. And put that into there. We'll lock it, not that it really matters, but I can see it's already working because I could see some soul sand textures. Yep. And this should now, at some point soon, be pulling in the soul sand. Hopefully. Aha. Ah, it's locked, that's why. There we go. There we go, lock it. So that's going to go up slowly. Let's go and get some speed upgrades and see how quickly we can get the soul sand coming in. Probably very quickly. As quickly as the speed upgrades, as many speed upgrades as we can put in there, I would have thought. Let's do speed upgrades. 21 of them. I think that'll probably do quite nicely. Can we get up there and put them in whilst still floating around? There we go. There, that's going quite nicely. I would imagine we should be doing this pretty quickly. Up and over a stack. I think that's going okay. We may need to put in more. This seems to be sort of halfway done. Maybe it's just working so quickly. Oh, and we're out of sand as well, which may have something to do with it. No, we're not. I thought we were out of sand. Why are you being so slow then? Searching for inventories. It is doing it. Okay. I'm quite happy with that for the time being. It seems to be going quite quickly. It's up over a stack. Obviously the witch water had already turned or transformed previously, so we'll see what happens. But that is going to get us an awful lot of soul sand. Excellent. Let's see how we're getting on for the next bit. I want to sort out this mob spawner, and what I want to do is I want a cleaver. Cleaver is sensible for this because it has got beheading on it naturally, but there's also one modifier. It's got 20% chance to behead, as you can see, and one modifier remaining, so we can grab one thing of obsidian and one more ender pearl, and we can use up that modifier by putting beheading onto it. So now it's got a 30% chance of beheading, which is nice. Now I'm going to try and remember where I put my survivalist's generator. There's a couple in there. Okay, let's grab a couple of these. Yeah, I'm going to grab a couple more of those, and I'm going to grab some coal. There we go. And now I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to set, actually no, I'm going to go over to our anvil. Ooh, I've just noticed as well I had a death. I actually killed myself because I got radiation poisoning for another half hour. So I wasn't about to hang around waiting for that to go away, because it was making me actually feel, it was actually making me feel quite nauseous. I need to build up some levels. Let's turn all this on. Let me get some levels and get the powered spawner made, and then we'll be back in just a moment. Slight bit of derping there. I actually need to combine my skeleton with my broken spawner. So we need to do that for a start, and then that will progress very slowly. Right, that's that done. Soul vial and broken spawner over to our anvil. Pop in the powered spawner first, then the broken spawner, and we'll need 30 levels, which we've got, and one powered skeleton spawner is ours. Excellent, brilliant. And we'll just get a little building material here. That should be okay, and some slabs for the top, just to make sure everything's all nicely enclosed. We should have everything on us now. Head on over and slap this down. Let's go in through here. If we can just thread the needle, pop our powered spawner down. Nice. And, oh yeah, need to take out the block from underneath so the skeletons can go under there. And so come to think of it, it's just going to be spawning normal skeletons, so we didn't need to make that 3 off the ground, but it doesn't matter. But I've just thought that something might spawn on the top, so I think I shall grab a conveyor belt. Just grab one of these normal ones. I don't know if the other ones would sit on top of the powered spawner. Yeah, but this will stop anything from hanging out on top. Anyway, that'll be good. So if we can just get that on there, that'll be powering it nicely. And then if we can just put this on top, which I just can't quite reach to get it done. Let's open up that, and then we can replace that there. Pop this down on. Yeah, that's working. And it is powering it. Slowly, but it's got power in it. Let's put some coal in there to. Let's not throw our coal about. Let's put some coal in there, and let's get back out of here and put that on top there. Yeah, there wouldn't have been enough space there for anything to spawn, but it doesn't really matter. That's fine. And let's make ourselves another little window in. Can't really reach down far enough to be able to see how this thing's doing without dropping down in. It's going, but it's going very slowly. Yeah. I wonder if there's another way I could speed this up, because that's going a little bit too slowly for my liking. Thinking. I do have the other 3. Yeah. Let's go over and grab ourselves some kinesis pipes, because we've got these other survivalist generators and they're not really doing us any good in our inventory, are they? So kinesis pipes, please. And there we go, and we'll grab the 4 wooden ones. That's perfect. Now we've got 4 generators and 4 wooden kinesis pipes. Don't need the emerald ones for this job, certainly. The wooden ones will be more than sufficient. And we'll grab this out and we'll just go straight in through the top. Perfect. Now, that on there, bring it up like that. Oops. Like that. And we'll go, no, not there. There, and there. Perfect. Okay, that's going to block that a little bit, but we'll put these on and we'll see how those go. And that one's got some power in it, these ones don't. Stick some coal in. Yeah, that'll do. And I just heard some skeletons spawn, so we'll fill these up quick. Make sure they're all going. Yeah, that's good. And don't see anything down there. Let's go down to the other bit and see what we can see down there. And, alright, okay, we'll need to open this up a little bit. Let's quickly just take that out, and let's see whose feet we can see. Well, I see skeleton feet, and they're black skeleton feet, so that's a winner. Excellent. Grab the cleaver, and let's just chop them up. See what we get. Well, we're getting coal from it, at least. Looking good. That was quite a few skeletons, actually. And, oh, 3 wither skeleton skulls. Perfect. Oh, this is going nicely. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Right. Well, we will leave that open for the time being so we can go in and manually chop their feet up. All 4 of these are now producing power. Still can't quite see down to see how much power they're producing, or how quickly it's running at the very least. No. Okay. But it is going, which I think brings us up to an adequate wrapping up point. I'm very pleased with how we've got on this time. I hope that you've had funs. Certainly I have. I'm very pleased with how this is working out. So, if you've liked it, please do like, subscribe, all the rest of it. Check out the other Season Gamers. But until the next time, it's a very goodbye, and have a funs from me. Bye-bye.